All right, here for another episode, busy week of Fun Football Podcast. I am Isaac Valenti. Please, haven't been saying this, but please go like and subscribe the show on YouTube. Very close to 1,000. Go check it out on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and obviously here on Twitter, if that's where you're watching it, where most people are. But we've had some great shows this week. Me and Sam had a blast on Wednesday night, and I had Baloo 58 on Tuesday and Sounds Gouda. So there's some awesome shows. Last Friday had a blast. But right now we've got Art here from Undefeated Live. Really cool app. I'm going to show you guys in the background on the screen in a second. He's wearing the logo, which I like. Art, how are you doing, man?
I'm doing great. How are you? Well,
you Good, man.
Over the top. You got to be over the top.
Yeah, I was a little curious how you're doing as a Dolphins fan. My kiddo was watching them last week, and we were watching on the 4 box on Sunday Ticket, and she's watching them. And she's not fully, she's only 6. She's watching it here and there. And the score just kept going. And then she's like, I switched. She got sad. And she's like, I switched to the other team.
Yeah. Dolphins are an enigma to me. They
yeah, that's a good way to put it.
I came into the season not having high expectations.
Mm-hmm.
So although I didn't think we'd lose to the Colts, and we got our butts whooped.
Yes.
But I'm hoping, because Tua is undefeated against the Patriots and the Jets, and we play them. No, we play Buffalo the following week, which he's only won once. But yeah, if they show up, they did have a players meeting.
They did. I'm hoping that does something.
And so maybe they're talking about, let's get our shit together, because there's talent there. There's a lot of talent there.
Yes,
but they need to bring it together, and I will be watching as always. And sometimes I'll cry, and sometimes I'll be happy. But I was very disappointed in the result as well as the performance.
Me too, because they just played lifeless. That was my problem with it. It's like there just was no fight, and that's not what you want to see from a team. You already wonder if they are physical enough, not only in the run game, but on the offensive line and the defensive line. There's just a lot of issues. But before we get into that, I want to promote the app as much as we can. Can you tell everybody about Undefeated Live? Let's do that. We'll hit it a couple times during the show. But can you tell everybody about Undefeated Live and just all about the app? I'll show it on the screen in a minute after you go. But tell everybody about Undefeated Live. What's it about?
So Undefeated Live is what we call it, the digital sports bar. We we want you to make your sports takes. We have our daily trivia. We have weekly games for real cash money. We're basically Twitter, but only sports.
Yeah.
We talk sports, no politics, no, when you go to a bar, they always say you don't talk religion and politics in a bar.
Yes.
Well, this is your digital area to just talk sports, engage with other sports fans, and have fun.
I like it, man. There's cool contests on there. If you guys join on code FUNFOOTBALLPOD. You go there on the website. It just leads you straight to the app. I'll show it on the screen here in 1 second. It's pretty cool. I'll show you guys. There's contests on here. So Undefeated Live. We'll see if it shows up. There we go. So Undefeated Live. You have different huddles. You can drop takes like on Twitter. See if it'll show up. I dropped my link in there earlier. Art did, actually. That was pretty cool. There's contests like I was, let's see. Let me see where I was. The sports movie one. Oh man, I was 6th place. That's a bummer. That stinks. There's a daily shot one every day. It's a lot of fun. There's other contests. I won a couple takeathons last year. It was pretty cool. Yep. It's a blast. So I would join it. There's a lot of fun people on there. It's fairly new. I would give it a shot. Do it, check it out, and sign up for code FUNFOOTBALLPOD and compete against me in those trivia contests. We'll keep talking about it throughout the episode. All right, let's keep going. We'll come back to it. Let's keep talking Dolphins. I got to talk my Packers. You're right, man. I'm over the moon. This defense is special, man. I am really liking this defense. I haven't seen them play this fast possibly ever, but it's only 2 games. But what Micah Parsons does is he enables Edrin Cooper and Quay Walker to play more free, and the other defensive linemen to play one-on-one. So, dude, I was excited before the game last night. I'm even more excited now. They look for real.
They do.
I really hope this continues. They did lose the receiver to a broken collarbone. That is a bummer.
But you guys have like 6 good receivers and a tight end that's spectacular.
He looks like he's on the road to stardom, which is what we needed. We needed other guys to step up and go from good to great players, and that's happening. I'm extremely excited. They look so good. I hope it continues. I can't say enough good things. Like I'm trying not to get excited about a Super Bowl run, but it looks like at the very least we are going to be on a very, very special run this season. Yeah,
no, I agree. I mean, Mika's not even playing every down right now. He's only played a handful of downs, and that defense just looks incredible. They're extremely fast. It reminds me of Reggie White, and well, I don't think he was on the team at the point, but yeah, they just. And I think I read that at 27 years old, Brett Favre won his first Super Bowl.
Yes,
Aaron
he did.
Rodgers won his first Super Bowl, or only Super Bowl. And now, what do they call him? J-Love? Jordan
Love.
J-Lo, which was a horrible name for a man. But anyway, he's I think he's going to be 27, right?
Jordan Love doesn't turn 27 till I think October, November. Yeah, Micah's only 26.
27 during the league.
Yeah, he's going to be 27. Yep.
Yeah. So I'm going to throw some money down. I mean, the Eagles will be, unless, injuries and all that, I still think they're number 1, but the Packers are 1B right now in the NFC.
Well, even Philly, I want to see more because that hunger thing can get lost. And they didn't look like the same hungry team I saw last season. And the Cowboys, who are they can throw the ball. They threw the ball with ease against that Philly secondary that's supposed to be a little vaunted. Now, we only have this information to go off of. Green Bay couldn't beat playoff teams last year. What have we done this year? Beat up on, and not just beat, we beat up on 2 playoff teams. Philly plays Dallas. And I know Jalen Carter's out, but they didn't play a very inspired game. Dallas, if they don't fumble the ball, had an opportunity to beat Philly, which I kind of predicted because they're going to be that type of team that's probably not going to play great defense, but that offense could be tough to stop at times. And they always rise up for their divisional games. So Philly gets a test this weekend against KC, which I want to get into these week's games and some fantasy football. So for the people watching, here's what you can expect: a little Packers, a little Dolphins. I want to pick all 32, all 16 games, 15 remaining. Obviously, I picked the Packers last night.
If CeeDee Lamb doesn't drop 3 balls,
3 big ones, man. That's what killed the Packers last year. You got to hold on to the ball. Even last night, the Packers left points on the field. He missed Golden twice. There was holding in that Cowboy game. CD just holds on to the ball, or Miles Sanders doesn't fumble.
Right.
I think Philly would have been a little more urgent on offense if that had happened, but I don't know, man. That was not a super encouraging effort. I would still, out of respect, put Philly 1, and I'm worried about the Rams. I don't see a lot of other teams in the NFC. If we're actually better than Detroit and everybody else in the division, I think the Bucks
are in trouble.
The Bucks will probably win the. I think so too, man. You lose Ben Johnson, you lose 2 linemen. Look, this is my argument. I made this post, and I need to throw up the videos on Undefeated. I throw them up on YouTube. I threw a couple up this week. I made an argument about Jordan Love. Could he be better than Jared Goff? The argument's no, not right now. But when things aren't perfect for Jared Goff, and you can say this about almost any quarterback other than Josh Allen, pretty much, and Lamar Jackson. That's even Mahomes, because his stats go down and he'll have some issues, but he still wins games. So those 3, that's it. Because Burrow, he's pretty awesome, but he struggled with a bad defense, but he still puts up stats. But those 3 guys are everything doesn't have to be perfect and they're still good. But Jordan Love falls in that category of guys where everything's not perfect like last year, they struggle. And he still had a good season. But Jared Goff also, I think, falls in that category. As good as he is, you've seen him get shut down in the Super Bowl, which is still amazing to make it there. But when everything's not operating on full cylinders, he looks way less than to me. Like when everything's flowing, he's a great system quarterback. He's like one of the best types of that you can get. He's like a Ryan and Tannehill plus. Like the best version of a system quarterback that isn't really a franchise QB, but you surround him with a Jahmyr Gibbs and a David Montgomery and a stellar O-line and a Ben Johnson,
wide receiver,
St. Brown, Laporta, Jameson Williams. This year, same toys, offensive line's a little less, no Ben Johnson. Packer D is way better. Goff looked terrible week 1.
He did.
I got to see what happens. They play Chicago, man. That's going to be an interesting game.
Yeah, they can't go 0-2, just like the Chiefs can't go 0-2.
They can't, man. You can't do it.
I think I read the stat that only 12% of teams that go 0-2 actually make the playoffs.
Yeah. And they would be one of those teams to maybe do it, like Cincinnati starts slow and they've made the playoffs before.
Right.
But the Chiefs are underdogs in Arrowhead, so that tells me the luster's kind of off a little bit. We're going to get into these, like fully break down some of these games.
I'm not sure if you read any of my either tweets or takes on Undefeated Live, but I predicted at the beginning that Kansas City Chiefs will not make the playoffs this year.
I saw that take on Undefeated. Yeah. That was pretty good.
I had like $100 on like 4 people, and I put a couple of $100 in Reno or Tahoe technically. So my words, I'm backing it with money.
I don't think that necessarily is a bad bet because they've got a tough schedule. They play the Broncos and the Chargers twice. They play Chargers one more time. Raiders could be tough. They play the Broncos 2 more times. They have 5 more divisional games. To me, it's going to come down to, does Rashee Rice get back to 100? And is Worthy going to be able to play through this shoulder? Does he have enough help on offense? And really, if you look at it, is that defense close to as good as it was last year? Last year, they actually started kind of not being elite. Their pass defense wasn't. The run defense was. It's a question, man. I've been
getting killed on X, especially by
I'm sure you have. I didn't see it on Twitter. I look at your stuff on Undefeated. So I don't know, man. It's interesting, isn't it? It's that's
we have 4 Hall of Fame coaches in that division. This is the toughest division that they've had since Mahomes has been there.
Yes,
I mean, if you look at Tom Brady's great run, he had 3 teams that couldn't get their shit together or stuff together.
You're good. It's okay. I don't curse much on it, but it's fine.
The Dolphins, the Bills, and the Jets. He was lucky about that. We went through like 24 different quarterbacks, 7 different coaches. I'm just talking about the Dolphins. It wasn't until Josh Allen got there where it got a little tougher for Tom Brady, but not much. Then he left and went to Tampa Bay and won another Super Bowl. So that was the main reason that I was like, you know what? This is the toughest division, or toughest division. I actually think it's the toughest division in football.
I think so too.
And they have 4 possible Hall of Fame coaches. They've never had this kind of competition before in their division, and they're not as good as they used to be.
I agree. Anybody in the comments, I know we got almost 100 people watching, so don't be afraid to leave comments. I love when people interact with the show, but what do you guys think of the Chiefs? I want to hit them for another minute. I kind of want, you know what? Why don't we do this? We can talk about week 1 some more, but why don't we go straight into that game? Let me pull it up 1 second. All right. Let's go through the games. Let's talk that Chiefs. We already hinted at it. We don't have to spend long on some of them. Like, I don't need to talk about. I mean, there's actually some pretty good games this week, but like Panthers, Cardinals, I don't think we need to. Yeah. This is a good slate. The NFL did well with week 1. That Ravens game was amazing. That Bills game. But let's talk about this game. And if you got sit start questions, we'll have a whole segment for it later. I've got a couple for you. I don't know how much fantasy you play, but let's talk this Chiefs Eagles game. You do? Okay, good. I'm debating on Travion Henderson or DeAndre Swift, but we can get it in a minute. So this Chiefs Eagles game, I feel like it's a must win sort of for both teams. The Eagles did win week 1, but the Chiefs, they can't afford to go 1-2, man. That was a bad loss against the Chargers, a team they've owned. That's just kind of a changing of the guard kind of thing. You don't want to give, like Michael Jordan said it in The Last Dance, you don't want to give anybody a reason to think they've got, a chance against you. You want to maintain dominance over the competition. Well, the Eagles have kind of lost, or the Chiefs have kind of lost this, because not only did Justin Herbert beat them, this is after getting shellacked in the Super Bowl. You'd expect them to come back and respond. I'm with you. I think that they are still going to win games, but I think it's going to be tough. I think they're almost to a retooling of this dynasty.
Yeah.
I want to see if Kelsey still has it. The receiving core is banged up. They need to be healthy. I don't love the running backs. And the defense doesn't look as elite, and the offensive line still looks like a mess to me.
Yep.
I think Philly wins this game. The bets are on Philly. Almost 70% of the bets on BetMGM. The Eagles are favored by, I believe, 1.
Yeah, last I looked, it was 1.5. But
1.5. It's not possible.
That's the last time I saw it this morning. I didn't see it.
No. It's. I just pulled it up. Let me see. Let me refresh it. I think it's 1 now. So Philly's favorite.
Right.
Sunday afternoon game. Who do you think wins?
Oh, Eagles.
Think so?
I have no doubt. I have no doubt in my mind that
I don't do a pick 'em anymore. You think they do? Hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
1 second.
Yep.
We've got a new dog. I couldn't tell if she was chewing something, so I just put her in the crate for now. She's pretty good, honestly. It's a corgi. She's pretty cute. Huh?
We just got a new puppy on Labor Day weekend.
Nice. She's 1, and she's been really good. But from this, I can see it now. She was being fine. She was like playing with the blanket, but she's been like really good. I just put her in the crate. I'll play with her after this. Okay. So, all right. So you're picking. Dang, that's interesting, man. You're picking Chiefs, huh? Or you're picking Eagles.
No, I'm picking Eagles. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go Eagles. I think I'm gonna go Eagles in KC too. I just don't see it. Like, unless Philly just gets into a lull like they did against Dallas, but even worse. I don't see a scenario that the Chiefs score enough points, and I don't think they're going to stop Philly unless Philly's just the one argument is, and the people kind of forgot about this, Kellen Moore is gone for Philly. What if the Philly offense, kind of like Detroit, kind of suffers this year without Kellen Moore because they weren't quite as dominant the year before? It's possible they could. So that's my only counter. I'm running out of reasons to like the Chiefs, and even at home. They just, when was the last time they weren't favored for a home game?
Oh God.
I don't even know, man.
I would say 20. When did Mahomes come into the league?
Exactly.
And even when Alex Smith was there,
I think
they were probably
2018. I think he started starting in 2018 or 2019.
Yeah.
So he's 30. He just turned 30, but he missed his first season. He didn't play. I think he started as a starter in 2018 or 2019. So I don't think he's been an underdog at home in probably 3-4 years.
Yeah.
Like, for real. Like, I can't think of the last time. So yeah, this is crazy. Okay. So we're both, what's your score prediction?
Like the Super Bowl. I think it's going to be a blowout.
It's going to be a blowout, huh?
35, maybe 10.
Ooh, all right.
Maybe 14.
Wow. So you see a total.
The Chiefs are not the same Chiefs. I mean, we've already discussed all the issues that they have on the offensive line, their defense. They should have never let Kelsey come back, but They had to.
We'll see how much tank he's got left in the tank. I'm wondering if we're going to see a few moments this year. He's going to be motivated. Not to knock out his own players, though. I don't think he's got it either, but we're gonna find out because we didn't think he had it 2 years ago in the playoffs. He showed up, but it's been a minute. It's been almost 2 years since that Super Bowl, but he made plays in that Super Bowl because he was still elite enough and smart enough, but he still had enough left in the tank to make plays. I didn't see that guy last year, not in the playoffs. That was the biggest difference because even if they go get Tyreek Hill, to me, he's not Tyreek Hill anymore. Like he might show some flashes.
Nobody wants Tyreek because of the alleged.
I agree,
fights.
and he looks like he's well. He also looks like a declining player. So,
well, he can still run fast.
True. I am very curious what's going to happen with the Dolphins. They've got. I've heard so much stuff. I'm curious if that like players meeting is really going to make an impact. It's going to be interesting.
If they can't beat the Patriots, the season's done. Fire everybody. Trade him to the Saints. Get him out.
Let's talk. Let's talk your game. It's an early game. Pats, because my Packers already won, and I picked 27-17. I was 1 point off because they went for two. You can look on YouTube. That was my score prediction. I was 1 point off because Washington went for a meaningless 2 and got it. Okay. Pats, Dolphins, Sunday afternoon. Noon time, a noon game. Let's see who is
in Miami, where it's going to be hot. It's going to be humid.
Dolphins are 2.5 point favorites,
which is shocking.
That shows very little faith in the Patriots.
To me, it's a pick'em. It's a pick'em to me. I'm not sure what Dolphin team is going to show up, and the Patriots lost to the Raiders. So at home,
I was just shocked by your offense. Your offense was supposed to be good. Or decent.
Yeah.
What happened? You have too many playmakers.
Like to run the ball. I've always said this, and I've been saying this for 30 years. The Dolphins were the best when Larry Zonka, and Mercury, and they ran the ball. Because when it comes December, January, guess who's in our division? New York.
Yep.
2 times, Buffalo and technically New Jersey, but whatever. And then you go to New England, and if you can't run the ball, during that time frame, you're not going to win.
Look at the teams that won in the NFL last year. I mean, you had the Baltimore Ravens. They had a 2-headed monster with Lamar and Derrick Henry. You had the Eagles with a 2-headed monster with Jalen Hurts and Saquon. They made a difference. Josh Jacobs hasn't even gotten going this year yet, but he helped make the Packers solid last year with Jordan Love being banged up and him and the receivers being inconsistent. They ran the ball effectively. The Bucs had Bucky Irving. They could run the ball, but all those new running backs, even mix into the Texans, they leaned on the run. Run still matters, and it opens up the passing game. If you're doing it the other way, your passing game's got to be like amazing to open up the running game. So I'm with you, dude. And they got Devonta Kane. I don't know what the problem is. I feel like I don't know if people are starting to the players are starting to tune Mike McDaniel out and not buy in anymore. I don't know.
Yeah, he looks like a cocaine dealer in Miami.
He does.
Glasses, the watches, his sweats or whatever you call them up. I'm like, dude, you're a coach. I would love for him to put on a suit and tie, forget the glasses, and just go coach.
Oh, I agree entirely. That's what he should be doing. I mean, that's.
But again, I still think he's a brilliant mind for offense.
Oh, I agree. He looks like an OC to me.
If we do fire him, he will go somewhere and win as a head coach. This just might be a learning experience that he had to go through. And it sucks that I'm a fan that I have to go through it yet again, but it is what it is.
Yeah. It's going to be, it's interesting. I don't know. This is.
I want to say HN and I want to see Oli run the ball 30 times. Not each.
Me too.
30. I just want to see him run the ball. Because like you said, we have Waddle, Tyreek on the outside.
Yep.
If we're running the ball, they're not going to play too deep. They're going to have to come in and try to stop the run. And now you have play action. And that's where the Dolphins could be a good team. I won't say great, a good team.
I agree. It's going to be interesting. I'm really curious what's going to happen. I'm going to make you sad here. I'm going to pick the Patriots because I thought they'd be decent before the season. They didn't look good week one. But I think Drake May is going to get going. I'm excited to see Travion Henderson. I'm probably going to start him. I am very excited to watch him this week. I think I'm going to start him against the Dolphins because I don't know. I'm worried this is that bad vibe team this year. We'll see. I just thought the Patriots would take a step forward. May looked good week one, but they didn't run the ball at all. I'm expecting more of a running game this week from the Pats, and I don't know. We'll see what happens. I think it's going to be interesting. So
shockingly, I'm going to go with the Dolphins because of Tua's record against. No. Sometimes I vote against them or I pick against them. Every time they play Buffalo, I pick against them.
That's good. That's a good pick.
Oh yeah, we play them next Thursday too, which makes it even worse.
Oh, that's gonna be great.
Yeah, in Buffalo. So I'm going with humidity. It's going to be hot. The other team's always in the sun. The Dolphins are in the shade. Tua is undefeated against them. And I'm hoping the players meeting gets them all together and Mike can sum it up, maybe a great speech or a good game plan or whatever to get them on the right path.
I hope so for you too, because they're a fun team to watch when everything's clicking. I'm curious how much juice Tyreek Hill still has, but you still have Jalen Waddle. You got Micah Fitzpatrick. You still have a couple guys on D. I think there's some roster construction issues here too. They don't look, I don't know if they're physical enough, but there's still enough speed on that team that they should be better than what we saw week one. That could be a Colts team with a revitalized quarterback, or it's just week one weirdness. That's why I'm trying not to get too excited about my Packers, because people forget the Saints were scoring 40 points a game last year, the first 2 weeks, and then dropped off like a rock.
Yes.
Teams don't practice as much as you'd expect. I mean, as much as they used to in the offseason. It takes a minute for the offensive lines to gel, to get going. So there's a lot of factors. I'm going to try to reserve judgment as much as I can. It's just difficult because this is all the information we have and last year. So, but I'm trying to take it with a grain of salt because they don't look, it's like a meal, like the first time you cook it, and you're not that great of a cook, but you got the skills, but you can't put it together the first time. By the 6th or 7th time you make it, it's going to be pretty freaking awesome. That's kind of what it takes for the NFL now. It's like week 6, 7-ish. The offensive lines gel. If you're healthy, or you're the Packers and you look great, but then you lose a bunch of players. Hopefully that doesn't continue.
The NFL did you guys a favor too. You had 2 home games right off the bat.
And then we get Cleveland and Dallas on the road. So we got a gift. And then a bye, which might actually help us. So if we're 4-0 into that bye, I'm going to be very excited. Everybody watching now because
you're losing. I can't imagine you guys are losing those 2 games.
But I hope they don't overlook them, and there's still growth and stuff you want. They're the youngest team in the NFL. There's lessons to learn every Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, whenever you play. They need to. I want to see the offense be a little more consistent. He's been barely missing Golden. Offensive line's banged up. There's receivers out. The defense looks pretty stellar. There's still growth. So I'm hoping they don't overlook Cleveland because any given Sunday. And Cleveland, they got a plucky D. They almost beat Cincy week 1. You never know. Judkins could be back for that team. They've got talent. I don't want to overlook them. They better win, though.
No. Cleveland's not a bad team.
I hope not. Okay, quick one. This should be easy, I think. Giants Cowboys in Dallas. I'm picking Dallas. They better win that game.
Yeah, Cowboys. Yeah, the Giants
I like the D-line.
The shell of himself. The offensive line is terrible. Their defense is good, but
I like the defensive line. The secondary, you can still have it. But that defensive line, that's the only scenario is they get home on Dak, create some havoc. Neighbors just toast them, but I don't see the talent on offense around Neighbors. He's got to be ticked. He's the only playmaker. I don't believe in Scatabo. I don't think he's got the speed. Tracy's meh. The second receiver, there isn't really one. And then you got Russ throwing the ball. I would rather see Jameis Winston. Throw Jameis Winston out there. At least that's more fun, man. So yeah, I'm gonna go Cowboys there too in a landslide. Sorry, I was yelling at a pep rally at school today. My voice is a little shot. This is an interesting one, but I
No
think
worries.
Cincinnati should clear Jacksonville. This could be entertaining though. Jacksonville's got BTJ and Travis Hunter with Trevor Lawrence, but even in Cincy, they start slow. Do you see a scenario the Jags win this one, or do you think it'll be Cincy at home? The 3.5-point favorites.
This one's tough for me because NTA had 134 yards running last week.
Yes, he did.
And the Bengals can't stop the run to save their life. So if Jacksonville can control the ball, not make mistakes, Trevor Lawrence doesn't throw an interception, I think they have a good chance of winning the game. If we're betting, if it's just we're betting on pick'ems versus spread, I think Cincinnati wins in another close one. But if they can't stop the run, they're going to be in trouble.
There's no faith in Jacksonville. Just on Yahoo Sports, it shows BetMGM, 92% of the bets and 89% of the money are on Cincy. I worry about Cincy starting slow, but I still think they should clear this game. It's like Joe Burrow needs to win this game. Lawrence does too. They're 1-0. He needs to get going in his career. But Burrow had a really slow week 1. I'm expecting more from Jamar Chase. I've got him in fantasy in week 2, which I want to hit some fantasy talk at the end. But I'm with you. I think they've got to figure out a way. I think Jason's going to pop on in a minute. We'll do a little Packers, but I'm going to tell him we're going to do the rest of the picks.
That's cool.
But yeah, I'm with you. Like, since he better win this one. This is a good game right here. I'm excited about this one.
Hold on for a second. I have Burrow and Baker as my fantasy football quarterback, and I played Burrow instead of Baker, and I was very disappointed. Obviously, I lost, but I had NTA as well. So he had a great game, but he just scored 2 touchdowns. He just had a bunch of yards, which is fine. But it was a bad fantasy week for me.
Me too. My best 2 teams lost. I have Josh Allen on that team lost with Saquon, Jonathan Taylor, but I had BTJ do nothing. Scary Terry did very little. I didn't start Golden, but Jones did decent, but my DB, it's an IDP dynasty league, didn't do great. And then my other team that I thought was my best team, sadly, no, that's not that league. I actually picked up Jordan Love. Didn't start him last night. He had a pretty good game. And I've got Baker, which I love, but he's playing Houston's defense.
Yeah.
I'm hoping he can outdo Love, but that's a tough D to play. Like, I don't like Houston's offense at all, but their defense is still pretty good. At least from what we saw last year. It changes every year. But okay, let's do a quick, easy one. I think this one's easy, even though Tennessee, they're an interesting one. The Rams are favored by 5.5. Do you see a scenario the Titans win? I had my Titans buddy on Wednesday night. He picked them. I couldn't get there, but I saw a scenario. I like Cam Ward. I like the Titans defense. I like their running game. I just feel like the Rams, even though they barely eked out week 1, they're going to be a tough team to beat this season. And it's in LA. I just couldn't go against the Rams. What do you think on that?
I got the Rams. I picked the Rams to win that division.
Me too. Especially now.
So at home, Stafford, although he obviously has a tight back, I just think they're a better team overall. And Cam, although he looked pretty impressive, and I liked him in Miami as a Hurricane. But I mean, Calvin Ridley, Ridley.
Calvin Ridley.
Ridley, that's right. Sorry. He's pretty much their only weapon. So they had a lot of drops last week. Yep. So I think they're going to be good by the end of the season. But right now, Rams win by 7.
I think so too. I could see a scenario they hang in there, but I don't think so. I think it's going to be the Rams. Just a reminder to everybody, I'm going to do a full plug at the end of the show, but go check out Undefeated Live Drop. You guys can pick all these games this weekend. win some real cash prizes. Go check it out. I'm going to do a full thing at the end. We'll show the app again on the screen. But before Jason, I don't know if he's popping in or not. We'll just keep going with these pick'ems because this is fun. All right, we did Patriots, Dolphins, especially with the Brock Purdy stuff. Let's hit that game, and then we'll hit the Lions Bears. Do you think there's a scenario that the Saints win this game? Brock Purdy's out. You got freaking, I think Jennings is still out. I'm not sure if he's playing. He's questionable. But you got George Kittle out as well. This offense is like The Walking Dead. You know what's funny, though, is I think I'd still pick San Fran, actually.
Yeah, I'm picking San Fran.
Like, what's up, Jason?
Hey, how's it going, Isaac?
Like the Packers shirt. Sorry, Peter was supposed to be here, but he had internet issues. I was planning to bring you on a Packer pod, but I was like, let me just see if Jason wants to come on. So I figured you'd be in a good mood on a Victory Friday.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
We'll talk Packers in just a second. We're picking 49ers, and they're playing without Brock Purdy, without George Kittle, maybe without Jennings. They're playing the Saints. Who would you pick in that one, Jason?
49ers.
I agree. I just can't get with my right mind to pick the Saints. All right, Jason, you'll love this. We'll hit the Packers in a minute, but let's talk that Bears-Lions game. That was my next one. I kind of thought you'd pop on right now. That's perfect. This is a must-win for both teams. In Detroit, this is great. You got Ben Johnson in a revenge game against Detroit. The Lions look lifeless week one. The Bears look lifeless in the second half week one. It's in Detroit. I think they're favored at 5.5. Let me look. 6.5 now. It went up.
Oh, wow.
I actually want to pick the Bears here. Jason, you're going to hate that. You want to start this one, Jason?
I'm going to go with the Lions. I think the Lions are going to be pretty ticked off by getting beat by the Green Bay Packers at Lambeau last weekend. So I'm going with the Lions.
I think that's a fair point. You might have talked me into it because I did. If they don't get angry after that loss and getting just absolutely destroyed, nothing's going to wake this team up. And they've still got too much talent. So that's a good point. Art, what are you thinking here?
As long as Caleb Williams is the coach or the quarterback for the Bears,
That's much better. Let's see.
I think Detroit wins. I thought he was good at Oklahoma. He was okay at USC. The first year, second year, he was pretty bad. How do I say this? I don't think he has the skill set to read what's in front of him when he goes up.
No, I agree. And that's my biggest question. I don't think
Right.
I see arm talent. I see mobility. I don't see a guy who's got the accuracy, the leadership, and can read the field. But I could be wrong. He showed flashes. He's got mobility. He's got a lot of toys there. I just don't know if he's the right fit for Ben Johnson's offense.
That's
and even
correct.
if he is, and we're wrong, which is possible, I'm going to take my Packer bias out of it. Even if Caleb is the guy, I don't think you're going to see it in full motion till like week 10, 11, 12. He's on his third OC. Ben Johnson runs a complex offense. He's in his second year. We saw some flashes week one in the script. I don't think we're going to see a full, complete game from him consistently, even if it is there, until at least midseason. I just don't think so.
I mean, that's very optimistic. I think he would be great in the CFL.
I wish Ben was here. He would hate this.
Backyard football. You can play it in the United Football League or whatever they call it now. You'd be great. He'd be the MVP. But I just don't think he has that skill set yet. He might get it. But he hasn't shown it over the last year and obviously game one. Well, in the first half he did okay, but the second half it was a nightmare. That's the only reason Minnesota won.
He didn't turn the ball over a lot first year, but a lot of those stats were kind of garbage stats. Like,
right.
There's a lot of his 20 TDs, and which isn't bad for a rookie, were kind of meaningless, honestly. So, yeah, I'm with you. I got to see it. He looked good in the first scripted drive when it was all scripted, and then it kind of fell apart for him. And it's ironically, I was shocked. I didn't even see the game. Because it's on ESPN. I don't have cable. I have Sunday Ticket though, and JJ came to life. That was the biggest shocker of week one. Was that JJ figured it out? I didn't expect him to wake up in the fourth quarter and pull a Tim Tebow, but he did.
Yeah.
It was pretty
Nice
entertaining.
reference to Tim Tebow. Look at that. I like
Yeah,
that. Well
do you like
done.
that? He comes back to
I
life
like
in the
that.
fourth,
Yeah.
like nothing for 3 quarters, and then boom, he's like Peyton Manning out there. I'm
Right.
gonna go with you guys. I'm gonna pick Detroit, but I do think there's a chance Detroit, without the offensive lineman, without Ben Johnson, just don't have it on offense. And the Bears have a lot of talent. I wouldn't be shocked if they pulled off an upset. I don't really think this Detroit team is going to be as good as people think. They may like struggle to get to 9-10 wins, maybe. Jared Goff is not the same dude when things aren't perfect around him, but they do have a lot of talent on offense. I like the defensive front. I don't love their secondary, but I also got to question Dan Campbell. Like, without the coordinators, he lost both of them. I think it's going to hit Detroit really hard.
Yeah. They
I
hired
do.
inside. They hired inside. They didn't go outside to get somebody else.
No, Green Bay did. They went out and got an offensive lineman that made a difference, and then went out and got Micah Parsons. And my only thing is, if these receivers keep going down like flies, they may need to make a move, but hopefully not. Hopefully not.
Just like the Dolphins, I would give Gibbs and Montgomery 30, 35 touches.
That's what they should do. Run them. But people forget they lost their center, one of the best in the league, Frank Ragnow, and they lost Zeitler. That's 2 big blows. That the offensive line was like the soul of that offense, and they would run through that offensive line and run, Gibbs and Montgomery a bunch, and then Goff got to play action to anybody he wanted. When the offensive line isn't working, the Packers can relate. It didn't look quite as great week 1 or week 2, but they've been destroying people's offensive lines, and that's why we're winning games. The Lions won on their lines last year. They don't look as strong in the trenches right now. So that's my concern. I'm going to still pick Detroit with you guys. I think they win in a close one. They may win on the last drive like last year. I'm going to pick Detroit like 28-24. Chicago almost beat them twice last year. Almost.
Yeah, that's true.
2017.
Hutchinson has 3.
2017 Detroit.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, I like that. 2017. I'm good with that.
Okay. For Jason, we got to run through a couple of these more, and then we got to hit the Packers because we've got a lot to talk about. Do you guys see any scenario the Bills beat the Jets beat the Bills? Because even though I think the Jets could be plucky, I'm picking Bills in a landslide.
Did they beat them last year?
Did the Jets win one last year?
Monday night or Thursday night football.
Oh, you're right. The opener, right?
Maybe it's a divisional game.
Yeah, wait. Was it? No. It wasn't last year. It was the year before when they lost Rodgers. Yeah, Rodgers went down, and the Jets won on a punt return. I think it was against Buffalo 2 years ago. It was the season opener when Rodgers tore his Achilles.
No, okay.
I kind of like the way Justin Fields looked week 1, but you're still playing against Josh Allen. Are either of you guys picking Jets here?
I hate the Jets. I'm a Dalton fan. Absolutely hate them.
You hate the Bills though too, right?
I would not be mad if they had a bad landing in the airplane going to Buffalo. I'm just again, I'm kidding. It's a joke, but I'm just not a fan of the Jets. I've hated them since I became a Dolphin fan, and I like the Patriots and Buffalo more than the Jets.
I get it. All right.
So, but I think Buffalo wins that handily.
Yeah, I think they clear them like 10 plus. All right. Let's talk. We did Rams. Okay, we did the 49ers. I think we're through the morning games. Okay, this one's kind of fun. Seahawks, Steelers.
I want to watch that game.
I want to watch it because I think Seattle could be interesting with that defense, but I don't trust Sam Darnold. I don't trust the weapons. I think Pittsburgh needs to win this one if they want to be a playoff team in Pittsburgh. They're only favorite.
No, it's in Seattle, isn't it?
Oh, no, it's in Pittsburgh.
It's in Pittsburgh? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh. Yeah.
It's in Pittsburgh. They're favored by 3. Jason, you're going Seahawks?
Yep.
I wouldn't be shocked, man.
Why do you think Seahawks are going to win?
I mean, just like Isaac just said. I mean, their defense. I think that defense is probably going to win that game. Sam Darnold, you know, in past shows, Isaac, remember I said that he was going to leave Minnesota, And what happened? He left and went to for more money to Seattle. My point taken is that I think Sam Darnold is going to have himself a game because he knows he's going up against Pittsburgh and Aaron Rodgers. So he wants to show his stuff. So I think Seattle's going to win, by their defense, but I think they're going to have some big plays as well on offense.
Good take, man. I like it. Thank you for hopping on last second too,
You
man.
don't
I
think this is
appreciate
a
it.
DK revenge game where DK is going to go off for 100 yards and 3 touchdowns?
That's another thing too. I mean, DK's probably going to go off, but it's not going to be enough to get them over the hump to beat Seattle.
I got Pittsburgh on this one.
I want to see what Sam Darnold has. I wasn't super impressed week 1, and then the fumble sucked. I don't know if Sam Darnold is a franchise QB. I thought they would struggle this year, but this is an interesting game. I like Seattle's defense. I like JSN. I just wish they had another receiver. They don't, but neither does Pittsburgh. So both teams have one weapon at receiver and questionable running games and good defenses, but Seattle's is, I think, better than Pittsburgh's. But it is in Pittsburgh, so give me Pittsburgh. If it was in Seattle, I'd take Seattle. I'll take Pittsburgh. Just barely.
I have a wide receiver for Seattle, Tyreek Hill.
Hold on. There you go. Get him out of Miami. I like it.
Yeah.
All right. Let's
this one. He has 10 kids from 10 different chicks.
Okay. Last morning game. This one should be easy. Cleveland, Baltimore. I don't care that it's an AFC North game. If Baltimore can't beat Cleveland, they're in trouble. They've got that. This has got to be the all-time pissed off game. Like even more than Detroit. Baltimore blew that game against Buffalo. Like Josh Allen stole it from them. Like he was stealing candy from a baby. It was the most predictable way it would happen. Baltimore is going to have, if they don't go full revenge on Cleveland here and win by like 20 plus, there's a problem in Baltimore. They'd better win this freaking game. They're favored by, let's see how many is it now?
11 and a half.
Should be 14. They need to win by 20.
Right, and this is not college football. Alabama's not playing Citadel. Come on, they're professionals.
I do like Cleveland's D, but even 2 years ago when it was good, you're right. That's fair. But Cleveland could be plucky. I like them in Cleveland. That defense, even 2 years ago when it was awesome, didn't travel very well. If this was in Cleveland, I'd actually be a little worried for Baltimore because I think Cleveland's defense would give you like their A++ game. And they got Mason Graham with watch this for a pairing this year. You like Micah Parsons with Edgerrin Cooper. Watch Mason Graham with Myles Garrett on Cleveland's defensive line. That is going to be fun to watch. They almost pulled off a win against Cincy. But in all reality, Baltimore needs to roll here. So
yeah,
it's a Joe Flacco revenge game.
Yeah, there you go. He's gonna have to go full
But
revenge.
I'm still picking Baltimore. I'm just saying.
Ravens all the way.
But
okay, we're in the afternoon games now.
Just a real quick side note.
Yeah.
My buddy and I, Chad, we're up at just say a sports bar, and I bet him $100 that Baltimore would beat Buffalo.
Oh, I love it.
And then at halftime, he goes, "How about we take the $200?" I'm like, "Are you kidding me? They're killing them right now. What the hell?" Yes, of course I'll take that bet. And then the fourth quarter showed up, and Derrick Henry fumbled the ball, and I'm just like, "What is going on right now?" So I Venmo him $200. I'm like,
that sucks because it was the most predictable way they lost too, man.
Yep.
It was rough, dude. Seriously, like the not only the fumble, they just like go like into like I don't even know how to explain it, man. They just like stop playing as hard as they were. It's like I don't know how to explain it. It's the play calling. I think it's Jim Harbaugh. They just there's too many things they do, and this has happened too many times. When you have Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson, that should be the easiest way to hold a lead, right? Like, why are you not holding a lead? So
right.
I'm sorry you lost that bet, man. I probably would have placed it too, honestly.
Yeah.
So, Jason, we already talked Philly KC. We'll hit that one in a second so you can give your pick, okay? Arizona, Carolina. I'm going to Arizona. That could be.
Yep.
Do you guys have an argument for Carolina?
No.
I think so too. Okay, this one's interesting. Denver, Indy in Indy. Denver's favored on the road. Indy looked great week 1. Art knows all too well. Daniel Jones resurgence. Oh, I think Denver.
Player of the year.
Denver's
Danny
offense looked
Dimes.
Denver's offense looked bad week 1, but they've got one of the best defenses in the league next to like the Green Bays of the world. Philly, if they're as good as last year. I think even traveling they should win. But do you guys see a chance for Indy here? In Indy.
No,
I think-
mostly because they killed the Dolphins. I want them to lose badly. I think there's a chance. I mean, Bo Nix didn't look great. The offense did not look. They only
gave
have
the ball away. They have 4 or 5 giveaways. They gave Tennessee this many chances to win, and they just couldn't score. It wasn't even Cam Ward's fault. His receivers dropped a couple passes. He played as good as you can in your first start. Jason, what do you think? Denver, Indy, in Indy.
Indy.
I'm tempted, man.
Wow.
I got to pick one upset. I'm going to go with Jason here. I'm going to pick Indy. And an
I
upset.
think if they played like they did, on Sunday, but a little bit better, they'll win this game against Denver in Indy.
I like it, man.
And I say that because they're home. They're home, and they have the advantage with the crowd. So, and it is a dome.
They still have
man.
I mean, is Jonathan Taylor playing? I heard something about that. His backup might play.
There we go. There's the right colors. There's our Packer colors. There we go.
I like it.
There you go.
Let's get that forest screen in there. There we go. I saw that orange. I was like,
that looks like Seattle's uniforms. Those bright green.
It kind of does.
Right. Yeah.
It kind of does. I'm gonna go a little more foresty green. There we go. I think that's even.
There you go, right there.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. There we go.
There it is.
Okay, so we all picked Indy. Jason,
I picked Denver.
Oh, you picked Denver. That's right. We picked Indy. Okay, I don't blame you. Actually, I get it. Eagles, Chiefs, and I want to save some time for fantasy and for Jason talk some Packers. Oh, there we go. There's some comments. Jerry Jeudy to Green Bay. That solves the problem. I love it. Packers Super Bowl bound now. Wait, that didn't actually happen, right? No way.
I didn't see no.
That
I know.
Real? Hold on, I gotta look.
I usually get notifications on the Packers like that, and I think everybody else would probably get that, especially being a trade.
Hold on. I gotta go to Adam Schefter. I gotta see if this is real, because if this is breaking news on the show, then we're gonna pivot. Hold on. Is it real?
I don't know.
I didn't get an alert.
Posted 2 minutes ago. Hold on. I'm gonna Google it. 1 second. I don't normally do this, but if let me see.
I don't see anything.
I don't see it. I think he's trolling, but
I like it.
Well, he got you to look.
Yeah, he got me to look. That's interesting. Yeah. You tell me there's a trade live on my show, I'm gonna take you serious. Philly, fake news. Is it real? Post. Send a link. Put it in the chat. Yeah, exactly. Fake news. Yeah, exactly. You suck. Hey, buddy, when we play the Eagles this year, if you guys look the way you did against Dallas, you already know you're in trouble. Yeah, no. Yeah. Bite me, buddy. Here's what I think. I think you're concerned because my team looks like the best team in the NFC, and you know that your team looked lifeless week 1, and they better wake the frick up if they want to hold their 1 year. They want to hold their championship over the NFC that lasted 1 season. They better wake up and play hungry like they did last year. Well, we're coming. We're coming right now. I'm not even. You should be. There we go. He is. That's why he gave me fake news. Dude, I know. I can't wait for Philly Green Bay because that is going to be the game of the year. They play Baltimore too. Man, I think it's Green Bay or Philly. I agree. The receivers in Green Bay. I think we've got more depth than KC. Who's starting for them outside of Hollywood Brown? But we got to get healthy. We got to get
They don't
Jaden
have
Reed.
Scott Moore anymore because they traded him.
True story. Okay, I want to hit Packers stuff in a minute. Let's finish these games.
Right.
Eagles, since we're on Eagles, who wins that game? Jason, Eagles Chiefs.
Well, you know what? I'm so sick of Kansas City,
You picked Philly.
and I picked Philly the last 2 times they've gone to the Super Bowl, so I take Philly here. I mean, I like Saquon. You know, Saquon was a great, awesome addition to Philly last year, and I just heard something today about Micah Parsons is the Saquon Barkley of this year.
I like that.
As far as the trades go.
Right.
So, but I am going Philly. But I do want to say something about what you were talking with that Philly fan there. Green Bay don't need Jerry Jeudy for one. Number 2, we have Malik Heath. You see that catch yesterday? He'll probably be the one. He'll be the one probably taking over for Jaden Reed while he's out 6 to 8 weeks.
There's my thought. Micah's going to get 3 sacks in that Dallas game. He's going to be off that snap count in 2 weeks. Philly, I'm going Philly too. I think KC's washed. Me and Art talked it earlier. We only got a couple games left. Let's hit them quick. Bucks Texans, that's a good game. And then there's one Monday. There's the Falcons Vikings and the Chargers Raiders. Really quick. I think the Bucks win this one in Houston. I don't trust the Houston offense. Art, what are you thinking?
As long as you have Baker in Tampa, I'm picking Tampa.
I agree.
And Mike Evans.
Okay, quickly, because I want to say
Godwin.
Oh, and Mika Buka, baby. Man, that guy looks stellar. I wish, geez, I wish I had him in fantasy. Okay, Falcons Vikings. This one's interesting because the Falcons are actually favored on the road in Minnesota. And you know what? I'm gonna pick Minnesota, man.
I'm picking Falcons.
Yeah, JJ.
Give me JJ.
Michael Penix. Michael Penix. Robinson, the running back. Come on now.
I'm going to go JJ, and the Minnesota team is talented if JJ can get it going. I do think there's a good chance Atlanta wins this, but in Minnesota with Justin Jefferson, you still got Aaron Jones, you got Jordan Mason, you got that defense. I don't know, man. Like, I like Penix, but I don't really trust that defense.
I mean, I don't have anything against J.J. McCarthy. He's just a rookie. I mean, he's going to have his rookie lumps, and that was just a lucky break that he got last Monday night against the Bears, coming back in the fourth quarter and playing like he's, Roger Staubach or something, But I don't think it's going to happen 2 weeks in a row for him. He's still a rookie.
You picked Chiefs to win. He's clowning. I think the Falcons have a good chance to win. I think it's going to be a good game. That's going to be one I'm going to be watching for sure. Okay.
The only way the Falcons win is if Cousins plays.
Last one. Well, I thought Penix actually looked good. I think he's been good for them. It's just they're Atlanta, man. They find new ways to lose. That's who they are.
Yeah.
Chargers Raiders. This could actually be a good game if the Raiders are improved, but I think this is one the Chargers take care of business. If they're anything like that team we saw week 1, I think they go into Las Vegas. Chargers.
You know my answer already, Isaac.
All right, Jason.
The Raiders.
You're picking the Raiders?
The Raiders.
Wow.
No way, dude. No way.
No,
You know what? I'll say this. If Bowers plays, I like Genty. I wish they had more at receiver, but they've got a couple guys on D, and they do a Pete Carroll. So if they lean into Genty and play the ball control game that Jim Harbaugh wants to play and play physical, there's a chance. It's in Las Vegas. Their defense was solid last year. They got Max Crosby. They're going to have to stop Justin Herbert, though. They can't let him get cooking like he did last week when he just destroyed KC's secondary. Like, the Chiefs dared Justin Herbert to win the game, and he did. Also, this is baloney. So, Jason, you haven't had an opportunity yet. Why don't you take the floor for like a couple minutes and cook about the Packers? We'll talk a little fantasy, and then we'll go back to Art, because I'm trying to keep the shows around an hour. We'll go back to Art for Undefeated Live stuff. But, Jason, give us your Packers thoughts, man. What you got? How you feeling about our team?
After 2 games, My God, that defense is just stellar. It's stellar. I mean, they were going to be good even without Micah Parsons, but adding that guy to that team, to that defense, to that room, man, it elevated it, big time. Jerry Jones is going to say what he's going to say, to reporters and everything, but I know behind closed doors, he's got that tear coming down his face saying, man, I shouldn't have done that move. I shouldn't have traded him. Micah Parsons is pissed off, and and I don't think I want to be anybody on that football field, offensive wise or quarterback, to be specific, to get hit by this guy because he's coming for it all this year, and he's going to prove Jerry Jones, you shouldn't have traded me. And then there's a clip out there with him too, even warning Green Bay, hey, get me off this pitch count.
Yeah, I saw that today. He hates the snap count, which I like because I think it's motivating him more. But I think it was smart. They didn't play him 100% of the snaps. He didn't have a training camp. He's a little banged up. You don't want him to get super injured because you're all in for this year. So it was smart. But I like how hungry he is. I'm appreciating it a lot. The defensive tackles have been freaking killer. I did not expect to lose Kenny Clark and the run D to look this lights out this early. That was my one. That and the corners were my two question marks of the D, and they both have resoundingly answered the call. Like, I still think the DB room's a little thin, but Wooden and Brooks have been freaking lights out, dude.
Don't forget Devontae Wyatt, man.
Wyatt, Van Ness, Edric Cooper gets to run free now and do what he wants and run downhill. And you got Quay Walker, who's solid if he doesn't make stupid plays. Nixon's playing like a DB1. All you need is the corners stay healthy. That is one position I wouldn't mind going out and signing a Stephon Gilmore. I think it'd be a savvy, low-cost move who can hold down a spot if somebody got hurt. But when Hobbs is out there with Nixon, with those safeties, this could be a top 3D. It could be top 1, honestly, the way they're looking.
Let's not forget about Gary.
Rashawn Gary. That frees up Gary a lot.
Lucas Van Ness have been eaten. Van Ness is finally showing that potential that we drafted him with the first-round pick. It lets everybody else cook. But I got to say, the offense, even though I liked most of what I saw, they left points on the field. I'm hoping they clean that stuff up. But you got to correct me, Jason, if I'm wrong. Zach Tom was out. Somebody else was out yesterday, too, on the line, right?
Yeah, there was. Yeah, there was two guys.
It was the tackle. Was it Morgan?
No, George Morgan played yesterday.
No, it was because somebody Belton played for somebody. So it was Tom because Tom slid into guard.
I'm trying to.
Wasn't Jenkins. I'm trying to remember who it was, but I can't. But
no, anyways, Jenkins moved at center.
Here, I get it. Hold on. Packers injuries. That's the only thing is they got to stay healthy.
They news came out today about Zach Tom, though. He has an oblique tear.
I saw that. I don't like it. Not Sorrell. Zach Tom. There was another offensive lineman, I swear. Anyways, okay, I'm only seeing one on the injury report, but you lose. What sucks is you lose Jaden Reed. You've already done Christian Watson, so that's a few players on the offense. But if Love hits either of those deep shots to Golden,
there's more time for Malik Heath to play, more time for Dontavian Wicks to play. Look, he was going to Dontavian Wicks yesterday in the beginning of that game multiple times. And that, I think that was like a decoy because of people are going to focus on Dobbs because he likes to go to Dobbs, So there you go. You have Wicks, you have Malik Heath. I mean, those two guys alone can just take Jaden Reed's place. They don't have to go out and make a trade and go get a Jerry Jeudy. They don't need to do that. They got receivers out. They have a deep, young receiving core group. By the time Reed comes back, we're going to have Watson back.
My only concern is that I'm hoping they've got enough and they hold on to the ball in the playoffs because that can make the difference. But I'm with you. Like if Tucker Kraft takes the same type of leap that Edgerrin Cooper did, and he looks like he has from a good to a great player, you might be right because you got the running back, you got the tight end. That's a good recipe as long as the receivers are solid. So I think you might be right. The offensive line, the only thing I want to see is get the running game going. They've been good in pass protection the first 2 weeks. The run blocking, I think it's been the teams focusing on Josh Jacobs and not letting him cut loose. But I'd like to see the run blocking amp it up a little. But I think the two defenses we played, Detroit and Washington, the strength of those teams is their defensive lines, especially in the middle. So I want to see if the run blocking can improve a little. But these are nitpicks. You know, we scored 27 points, 2 straight games. And now I would argue we're a defensive fueled team where we can – the offense scored points when we needed, but we got the opportunity to take some deep shots, which is going to occasionally work and sometimes not. So I think it gives our offense time to grow. We're still the youngest team in the NFL.
I think that defense is going to just put fear into every team's offense.
Just, like this all season.
I mean, it just opens up so much more.
He said it right here. I'm scared of y'all. He's right, man. I'm with you. I think.
Well, didn't you hear about that trade? Philly was trying to get Parsons.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I saw that.
They were trading a first, a second, a fifth, and a young player to be named. Now, that's a huge package, but Jerry Jones ain't stupid. He's not going to trade Micah Parsons inside a division.
No,
right.
He's not going to do it. He's not going to do it. And you know what?
And not only that, he's better in Green Bay anyway.
He seems to love it.
It makes you guys a huge contender.
Art, I'm sorry, I turned to Packer Pod. I had to give Jason. I mean, he's weird. I love it. I just saw his Parsons.
What?
I like this shirt, Green Bay Parsons.
Nice.
I'm gonna get a Parsons jersey soon, man. I'm like, when Jason, I haven't had you on. When they did the trade, Art, I was in absolute shock because here's the thing. I gotta talk. Just give me, Art. Are you okay if we go like 5 more minutes on the Packers? Okay. The Packers, what they did the last 2 off seasons was a change in philosophy where they're more aggressive in free agency. But not only they got Aaron Banks, which I'm hoping helps the offensive line, but I think it might have been the back guy that got hurt. I think it was Kennard who got hurt. I think I just figured it out. So when we he was playing, he got hurt during the game, and then Felton went in, and he's not quite ready yet. That's what it was. I'm pretty sure. But anyways, I missed a few plays in the first quarter, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened. But anyways, Packers went out and they were aggressive in the draft and got a receiver. That they hadn't done in 23 years. But this trade for Micah, not only was the receiver drafting a receiver in the first round a shift in philosophy and 2 aggressive off seasons in a row, it's like poker. They started putting chips in. But then Micah came available. We're always in rumors for that stuff, but we never, ever, ever do a trade of that magnitude. Reggie White was not a trade. Charles Woodson was not a trade. We never have done this.
Oh, those were signings.
I love that they changed philosophy. I'm fine with the 2 late first-round picks. They might be number 32s, but they're going to be late 20s at best for Dallas. Your best case for them is you're packaging your probably teens or higher pick with that other pick to move up to try to get another Micah and replace him. It's not a good scenario for Dallas. I just love the philosophy to go all in. I love what it does for the defense. I'm hoping Goody, if injuries continue, he goes around the fringes. But I agree with Jason. We don't need a trade. But if DBs or defensive tackles or receivers keep getting hurt, I hope he makes some around the fringes moves like Amari Cooper. I would have loved, but he's gone. But there's still some vets out there or some low-scale trades. He's been really effective as GM this year. If we're going to win a Super Bowl, there could be a mid-season addition, small one, but it's more significant than you think. But I'm hoping we don't need it and injuries don't continue. But that's the one thing I'm watching for. I got very few nitpicks, man. I'm trying to not get excited about a Super Bowl run. But like Andy Herman was on my show, and I had Blue 58 on this week. Jason, it was awesome. He does a really good Packer pod, and just Brady was on as well. I've had some fun Packer guys on, and sounds good. And I think it was Brady actually. He was like, just get excited because this never happens. Don't try not to think Super Bowl. Just this kind of run and this edition never happens. So live this up, and I am so much. I've made so many videos. It's
I
been so
watched
much
that
fun.
show the other night where you had Gouda and I think that's Blue 58 on top, right? That was on
John,
top.
and he
Yeah,
puts
yeah.
on a show, man. He was so
I'm
good.
telling you, I agree with him 100%. You know what he was saying
too.
about the Super Bowl. The window is 3 years. That's why they did this Micah trade
Mhm.
to put them over the hump to go for a Super Bowl run. And I'm telling you, it's Super Bowl or bust in the next 3 years. The next 3 years are huge for Green Bay to get a Super Bowl. If you don't get a Super Bowl here and you got this kind of team, I don't know what to tell you.
Well,
You're
they got
probably never going to get there again if you can't get it with this team.
so the offensive line needs to continue to gel. We need to see that. The receivers got to stay healthy and they got to improve. We need Golden. He's showing flashes already, but we're going to need those guys to make plays in the playoffs. Philly did with their elite defense with Saquon in the Super Bowl. It was Jalen Hurts making plays to the receivers and the defense playing lights out. So something on offense is going to have to click in the playoffs, but we're going to be a contender this year right now. Those are the only things I'm looking for. And then on defense, just stay healthy. But there's going to be some small injuries. Hopefully, we can avoid Jaden Reed like ones. But like you said, we get Cleveland. Don't overlook them next week. Play everybody like you know. I want to see the defense play lights out again on the road. And then we get Dallas, which is going to be no slouch in Dallas. They're going to be ticked off. We got to play them lights out. I'm expecting a Micah game. I'm hoping we can get into bye 4-0 and get healthy because Jaden Reed will probably won't be back to like week 10, 9-ish. And Watson might be back around then too, like you said, Jason. So, man, I'm
About
super excited.
November.
I've got more Packer pods coming, by the way. I'm going to do like one a month. I've got PackerNet podcast coming on soon. Yeah, I'm going to try to bring Brady back on. I've reached out to some other Packer podcasters as well. So the Packer pod thing is something I'm going to keep doing once a month, especially if they're like 7-0 in a few weeks. I don't want to get too excited, but if they're 4-0 after the bye, hey, all right, let me read you the
What are you
Packers
drinking
schedule.
over there? What's
I'm
going
drinking
on?
Coke Zero. Okay.
He's in Texas. He's got to give those Cowboy fans a little heat.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, so here's the Packers schedule. They go to Cleveland. They go to Dallas. They're going to be favored in both of those. This one could be tough, but they don't have a defense. We get Cincy in Green Bay. Then we go to Arizona. That's just getting a little trickier. Then we go to Pittsburgh.
They're a good team.
We should be favored in probably at least 4 of those 5 games. And then we get Carolina in Green Bay, and then Philly comes to Green Bay November 10th. There's an easy scenario where we're like 6-2 or 7-1 going into that Philly game.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what happens. I hope so.
Wait, is
Malik
Wallace? No, who's your backup?
Malik Keith?
Malik Willis.
Malik
He's
Willis.
talking about the quarterback.
Malik Willis.
He's your backup quarterback, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's hope, Jordan Love
stays healthy. Oh, I agree.
Come on, slow down. Slow down.
Don't hit me with the Jordan Love injury. I don't want that. We endured that last year.
No, I don't want him to get injured either. But
Jordan Love's got to stay healthy. The key guys, Micah can't have a big injury, but I mean you could say this about Philly. If Saquon Barkley was hurt, they ain't winning a Super Bowl. If Jalen Hurts was hurt,
they went out and got that Tank guy from Jackson. Was it Jackson?
Yeah, but if Tank Bigsby's playing instead of Saquon, they ain't winning a Super Bowl.
No, he's not the same. He's not the same.
But there's key guys on every team. We lost Love for a few games last year, but him being hurt really effed the team's chemistry up the first half of the season. So you're right. Micah has got to be healthy, and I'd argue either Edgerrin Cooper or Xavier McKinney got to be healthy. So there's some key guys. You're totally right because it happens. Like, look at the Chiefs. They are down. Worthy's banged up and Rasheed Rice is out. They're hurting at receivers. So.
Yeah, Rice is out for like 4 weeks.
He's suspended through week 6.
Right.
So yeah. So 5 more games. Okay, really quick fantasy talk because I'm going to try to wrap in under an hour and a half, even though this is a lot of fun. You guys have any big sit-start decisions this week? If anybody in the comments does, drop them below. I think I've got a tough one for you guys. I want to know your thoughts. Let me pull it up. My thought was either Travion Henderson or DeAndre Swift in a flex spot. What would you guys start?
Henderson, because he's going to get the ball a lot more this week. I just saw that today.
That's what I was thinking too. I was
I,
like,
I have him in
Playing
one of my
Dolphin
fantasy
defense.
leagues.
Playing the
I've
great
got
Dolphin defense, he's not getting anything.
so Henderson plays
Sure
Miami,
you're not,
like
you're
I
not
just
going to run
said.
through him?
Okay, so I've got 3 options in this league. Okay, it's a work. No, I'm 0-1 this league, and I need a freaking win. So I've got Baker Mayfield. He's starting. I sat Jordan Love. I'm sad about it. No, that's a different league. I've got Ashton Genty starting in my 2 running back spots. I've got a running back and a flex. I've got DeAndre Swift against Detroit. I've got Javonte Williams against the Giants or Travion Henderson. I'm thinking I also have Benson, but I'd like to see more before I throw him in the starting lineup. I did sit Jordan Love, but I have Baker. Hopefully it works. Would you guys start? I'm starting Genty. Would you guys start Swift, Javonte, or Henderson in 2 of those spots? I'll throw it in.
I'd go Henderson.
I got 2 starts. So Swift,
Yeah,
Henderson,
I play
or
Henderson as well.
okay, so you would start Henderson. So those I got one more to start because I got a flex spot. Who would you start? Henderson and Swift or Williams? Javonte Williams plays the Giants front, but their run D got gashed, but they still that defensive line. He scored a touchdown, but he wasn't like super effective against Philly, but he did score. He ran hard. I got Javonte or Swift, who
Dallas plays who?
Dallas plays at home against the Giants, and Swift goes to Detroit.
I would play Williams.
That's what I'm thinking too. Okay, I'm gonna switch it. I'm putting Travion in. Okay, so I got Travion, Genty, and
Williams.
And Javonte Williams. Okay. All right. Receiver, same league. Would you start Stephon Diggs, or would you start? I'm pretty much out of options actually. Or if Jennings plays, would you start Jennings if he plays?
I would go.
It's a non-PPR. It's a non-PPR. I went heavy on Jamar Chase, Genty, Baker, and Henderson. So my second receiver is a little thin. So you guys would go Diggs. That's what I was thinking too. I don't love it, but
again, if you're playing the Dolphins, if you have fantasy right now, you got to start those guys.
I agree.
Quarterback is terrible.
Okay, I got one more.
We lost our best cornerback, Storm, and he wasn't even drafted.
You lost Ramsey too.
I got one
more. Ramsey,
would you guys
right? That's what I mean.
in a flex spot in another league? This one is a PPR. Would you start Cortland Sutton or Devonta Smith? I was leaning Sutton because he's the number 1, but Smith is still solid. Philly goes to KC. Sutton plays at Indy. I'm thinking Sutton, but
yeah, I'm thinking Sutton too.
Yeah, okay, I'll go. I'll jump on the Sutton train.
Okay, and do you guys have any other lineup decisions?
No, I might play Pickens or Pickens, right? Yeah.
You can start George Pickens, Dallas.
I think I am. Yeah.
I like it.
I can't remember who the other. I'm on a different laptop where I don't have. I'm on my work laptop versus my.
I was pulling my stuff up on my phone.
So I don't remember the other options that I have. But
you're good. I got one more.
I am going to play.
Okay, I'm playing my dad. I've got 5 leagues. I got a dynasty league, and here's my
I got multiple leagues myself.
Yeah, okay. Here's the deal. I've got Roma Dunze. Do I start him or Travion Henderson? PPR in a flex spot.
I would say Henderson.
That's
running backs get the ball more than receivers.
But here's the other question. It's a PPR. Do I start Aaron Jones against Atlanta or do I start Travion Henderson? Jones did get that receiving touchdown, but Jordan Mason now carried him. I was going to lean Jones too. It's just tough, you know?
I'm going to say Henderson.
Yeah.
I love Jones, but Henderson.
Okay, so you're thinking – that's what I was thinking. I think I'm going to throw Henderson in, and then I could either start Aaron Jones or Roma Dunze. Dunze looked good week 1. but I think I'm gonna leave Jones in
Good.
over Rome and Dunze. That's a tough one though. Jason, you got any lineup decisions?
No, mine are already set.
Thanks, man. I always
Yeah, I
look
said
at this
mine
stuff
too.
on Fridays. I'm going to try to throw more fantasy in the show, but I've just been so excited about the Packers. But Jason, I appreciate you hopping on, man. I'm going to be bringing you on for a Packer pod, but I want to do one with Peter when he's got his phone working and Ned. I thought that'd be fun.
Packer Bear Week, that'd be a good one.
That'd be a good one. I want to get Rev Trev on with NFL Outdated. So Packer, Bear, and then Ned. I want to do that the other Bear, Packer Bear week.
Yeah.
That'd be fun too.
Yeah, just be excited, Isaac, for the Packers because
Yeah,
they're
man.
going places, man. They're going
I should have
places.
wore the merch shirt for you, but when I was like, I'm just so excited about the Packers winning. I wore this to work today. I won a pep rally with this today. I took my school picture with this today. I was like,
Nice.
I'm wearing, and my team at school is red. I was like, I don't care. I'm green today, baby. Let's go. Like they looked so good last night. I stayed up for that whole sucker because the defense is just so much fun. I love when you've got a defense this fast. Like the speed of Cooper with Micah with Quay is pretty stupid. It really is. And then,
Cooper's a stud.
it is,
He's
dude.
a stud.
Him and Kraft were the two I was eyeing. Andy Herman said that to me.
Kraft is a rising star. He's like a Kittle type tight end, something like that. Tucker Kraft is just
I hope
he's
we'll wear a
awesome.
Super Bowl
He's
hat in like 5 months from now. I hope this is a Super Bowl hat, Art. I hope so. I'm not going to place any
Nice.
bets on it, but I'm hoping. Let's see.
You're hoping for that Super Bowl hat?
God, that'd be so nice. It's been so long. It's been 15 years. Let's go. It's been too long, man. It really has.
Really
It's time to
don't
add more fun. Because then
73.
Dallas.
Really?
But Art, then I can't hear any crap from Cowboys fans because then we'll have as many Super Bowls as they do, and we'll have 3 sooner than more recently than they have. So they won't have any crap on me. I'll be like, wait, how many did you all win? Oh, we have that many too. When was the last time you won? Oh, do you remember it? It was 30 years.
35
Yeah.
35 years
No,
ago.
Let's go. 30 years. Watch the Netflix doc. That's how you're going to relive those days. Jason, Art also.
and Troy Aikman aren't coming back.
Jason, Art has a really cool app. You should join it, man. You can compete against me. It's free, totally free. I'm going to throw it up on the screen if it allows me. The stream when it goes later, it messes up. But let me try to throw this up really quick.
It's Undefeated Live.
It's Undefeated Live. It's an app you can play like trivia games. It's right here. I'm showing it. There it is.
Pick-up games, live action games.
If
We're
you go to
gonna
the
start
website,
doing,
so like he did a Packer trivia yesterday. It was Packer Commanders trivia. Totally free. You can drop takes like Twitter. It's pretty cool. There's a daily trivia like random. He'll do NFL. I'm not too good with like MLB or anything, but there's random sports trivia. And then there's other there's pick'ems every week too. I need to go put my picks in for this week. So yeah, just check it out.
live action games.
He's one of my first sponsors, so I thought this would be fun because he came on last year too. So
Oh yeah, you getting sponsored?
I got a couple sponsors, man. I got 2
Big
sponsors
time.
right now. Trying, you know.
Hey, if
trying to
Green
get to
Bay
the-
Packers win, I look forward to that hat.
Oh, like
This hat?
No, the champ. No, send it to me.
he said if they win the Super Bowl, we got to wear the Super Bowl hat. If they win the Super Bowl,
Absolutely.
my wife is I'm gonna be insufferable to my wife. She's already tired of the Packers already because she's like they're actually good. She can't say anything. So the only thing I hear on like YouTube or Twitter is like the Eagles chirps. There's like very little else, or it's too early. And I'm like, you're right. Injuries happen, but I'm gonna enjoy this.
Injuries happen, but back in Super Bowl 45, the Green Bay had the most people on the IR, and they still won. And they lost their best corner in that game, in Charles Woodson, when he separated his shoulder. So there's no excuses for how many injuries you have. It's next man up in this league.
True story. And I'm getting pretty excited about this team. But I hope the Dolphins look better tomorrow on Sunday. I really do.
You can't look any worse.
I've got Tyreek Hill in one league, so I hope he looks better. I'm curious what
I
if
think Tyreek would do better on a different team. He's not happy in Miami anymore.
he does look ticked. So trade him,
Yeah,
get some
I agree
picks.
with
Maybe
that.
you guys can get some. Maybe you can get a second and a third or something. Get some stuff. You still
I
got
think
Jalen Waddle.
he should go
I
to
mean,
Seattle or he should go to the Eagles.
you can send him to the Steelers. Aaron Rodgers need another receiver.
I think
That
the
is
Chiefs.
true.
I think
That's
the
a good point.
Chiefs.
That's a really
If
good one.
he's
I like
if
that.
he, I like that one. I think the Chiefs. If he's actually available, the Chiefs are going to go for him if they have any more
No, if he
injuries.
goes to the Chiefs, I'm gonna be pissed. Of all the bets I have of them not making the playoffs, I will be freaking angry.
I'll say it here and I'll say it right now. The Chiefs, they're going to make the playoffs, but they're not going to the Super Bowl.
I'm with you. I couldn't go with Art. I almost did, but I think they're going to struggle with 10 wins. I really do. I don't know about the 200,
That division's too tough
220
right now.
watching. Let me know. It's
They have, that division is too tough. They have 4 Hall of Fame coaches. They've never played against that in the whole time Mahomes has been there.
it's less about that to me. I mean, that is important, but the talent deficit on that team, I
Well,
don't
that's it.
see it. Like Kelsey's not the same guy. Mahomes isn't
No,
even
he's
looking like
not.
the same guy. Mahomes is still great, but I think he slipped a little. The running backs aren't there, man. I don't like Pacheco's decent, but he's not like a game breaker. Like I could name 12 running backs I'd rather have than Pacheco right off the top of my head. Like anybody in the NFC North, pretty much, other than Swift. Like I would still rather have Aaron Jones. I just don't see it with the running backs. Kelsey's not the same. Hollywood Brown looked good, but they can't stay healthy. Rice is a mess. The defense, the secondary doesn't look elite anymore. You let Snead go. You don't have 2 corners anymore.
I don't
I don't
understand
know.
why they let Sky
Did they
Moore
let,
go.
didn't they let Justin Reed go too, their safety?
Yeah.
That's a loss, man. You just
Yeah.
it's like the Lions. You start losing players.
Snead. Yeah, didn't they trade him to the Titans?
Titans. Yep.
That was a scare. That was dumb because that Titans defense is really, really freaking good. Like if Cam Ward can, like anybody can catch the ball for them, they could be sneaky decent this year. Pollard was good last year. They built a decent O line. The defense is solid. If you can just have anybody, Calvin Ridley, that's you, catch the ball, they actually might have beat Denver week 1. Denver tried to hand them that game. They were like, "Here, take the ball. Here, take the defense bailed Denver out so much that game. Like that should never have been a 1-score game, and it was. That's the only thing I like. The Denver defense is special. But all right, guys, please go sign up. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Jason, any final Packers thoughts?
No, just go Pack, go. Get ready for us to get going to the Super Bowl this year. I feel it. I think Green Bay is going this year. I'll just say it right now.
I hope so.
I think they're going. I know it's only 2 games in, but the way this defense is playing, they keep this momentum up and it keeps steamrolling like they are. There's no team in the NFL that's going to stop this team.
I think the best teams in the NFL
They got
are
to stay healthy, though, too. They got to stay healthy. That's key.
the Bills and Ravens, and the Eagles and the Packers are the 4 best teams. And if the Packers can keep climbing that list, I think they're still very young. There's going to be some injuries. There's going to be some growing. I don't know if we're going to look as great as we look the first 2 weeks every week, but I love the start. The defense looked the same, like just as dominant week 2, which was nice to know it wasn't a mirage. So, people watching next week, I'm very excited. I will not have a show till next Friday, but next Friday, Sam, Mr. First Down, is going to join me with former Titan Pro Bowler Blaine Bishop and ESPN Radio from Tennessee. So
Nice.
watch out for that. I'm very excited. I'm going to promote the heck out of that. He's my 3rd former NFL player that's hopping on. It will be a very Titans-oriented show for my Titan buddy and because of Blaine Bishop, but we'll be talking NFL. He does ESPN Radio over in Nashville. I am so excited. Cutting it up with Quentin Jammer was a blast, and Mike London. This is going to be awesome. I hope you guys enjoy. We'll be talking NFL now too, but I've got a lot of questions for him.
You should try to get Mark Chmura, ESPN. Mark Chmura, ESPN Milwaukee. Try that.
If I can get him on here, dude, I'd be freaking ecstatic. Like, holy crap! Like, I want to get Aaron Nagler on, but if I get if I get Chewy on, my goal is to get a Packer on. My ultimate goal is to get a current Packer on, but if I get any Packer on, I reached out to Leroy Butler. Haven't heard back. I hope I do. Leroy Butler, I tried Dorsey Levens. I'm gonna try Chewy. I'm gonna give it a shot. That would be
Reach out to Matt Ramage. He's had Kenny Clark on. He's had Haha Clinton Dix. That was his first one. Haha even came to his house.
Oh wow.
So yeah, I mean, try Matt Ramage. He could probably help you out with probably trying to get a Packer player on.
I'm gonna give it a
current
shot.
one. A current one.
All right, I'm gonna try it. I just messaged him. I'm gonna try it with Chewy. I like that idea. But everybody watching, I will. I'll see you guys next Friday. I might go on a TikTok live. I may do a live stream on Sunday Night Football, but otherwise, I'll see you guys next Friday. Please go check out Undefeated Live. Art, any final things you want to say?
Go Dolphins.
Go check out the app though. When you do,
Go Fins!
Jason, if you
There you
do,
go.
use code FunFootballPod. I've got a huddle on there. It shows that you used me, but it's free and there's free prizes. I've won. Art can tell you, I've won. I don't even know how much. A decent amount last year on a couple takeathons. But I'm doing pretty good in the contest this week, so I'm hoping my pick'ems do well with him. You can bet against spread and just regular too, but there's no money involved. It's totally free. So yeah.
Oh, so you do a pick 'em too, huh?
Yeah, so
do
it's
pick 'em,
like
yeah.
on the app you can pick like, Lions. You're picking them, but are you picking them with the points? And you go through each game, and then it shows the leaderboard so you can see how you did versus the other people.
Okay. Yeah, I do have.
Perfect.
We basically gamified Twitter.
Here,
So
I'm
if you have
showing
less
everybody
than
really
2
quick.
million views and you're not getting paid by Twitter, I'm sure you are.
Oh, I could go on a Twitter rampage. I was getting like a few million a month, and I only got like 10, $15 a month. It was stupid.
Yeah,
Maybe
you
so
probably
bad.
won more money
Their
than
pay
other
structure
people live.
sucks. Their pay structure sucks. I hate Twitter's pay structure. It's stupid. Like it makes no sense at all. Okay, so here's the pick'em. Let me see. Weekly pick'em game. All the questions are
Daily
on.
trivia.
But there's the weekly pick'em. You go to questions when they're on. I think he turns them on later, or maybe I missed it because it was Thursday Night Football. But I think he turns it on tomorrow or Sunday. You click that, and then you go through it. But like he said, he's got daily trivia. You go to that.
We're gonna have daily pick'ems as well. I didn't do it this week, just been really busy. But we'll have
No,
it
you're
again
good.
next week. We'll do
So
Major
there's
League
daily-
Baseball, WNBA.
There's daily trivia. I got 20. Somebody beat me today. Dang it. That was sports movie trivia. Let's see if it'll show it. Yeah, there's Fun Football Pod right there. So I'm down. Yep, there it goes. There's the people on there. That's the daily trivia. There's leaderboards. Totally free. But for that, let's see, that one's a weekly prize. But for the contest, if you do perfect on the pick'ems, which was really tough, I think like the perfect prize is $500.
Yeah.
And then the other cash prizes end up to being like 50 to 100. Just depends on the week.
Right.
Is there a season long one too?
I was gonna do one, but then I thought, you know what? Sometimes people will get discouraged if they're not
Yeah.
like winning. So I'm doing a monthly. So every 4 weeks we'll have another one, and
Cool.
then in December, January we'll extend it, obviously.
Well, that helps because I'm going on a cruise in a month, so I'm gonna miss like 2 shows on this.
Right.
Kind of, it'll be fun, but I won't be on my phone much that week, so I get it. So, anyways, thank you for everybody for watching. I'll see you next Friday. I hope you guys tune in for Blaine Bishop. Go check out the other shows on Fun Pulse Network, and go download Undefeated Live. And Jason, I appreciate you hopping on, man. This was awesome. Thank you, dude.
Great to meet you, Jason.
Man, nice to meet you.
Everybody watching, please go subscribe to Fun Football Podcast. Get me out to 1,000, and I will see you guys next Friday evening. I'll see you guys soon. See ya.